Welcome back to Valkyrie Profile. Last time we took on the Weaking Evil Mandragoras. Okay. We taught them a lesson or two or three. Okay. Oh, not what I meant to do. Not what I meant to do. But, yeah, we're gonna keep pushing deeper into this dungeon. Anything up here? Oh yeah, there is. There we go. Come on. Is this not a thing? Oh, yeah, it is. Oh, I just thought I already opened it. Why was it saying on the map that I haven't been up to the top part of the... Oh, look at that. So I guess there's even a part of this map that's even further up. That's funny. Alright, where do we want to go next? Where do we want to go next? Yeah, we can keep going left. Let's see. Nice and easy, guys. Oh, it's a crab! Huh, that funny moment when a crab... I can't even...
This match, it is far too dangerous.
I wonder, I bet all these, like, YouTube guys, the big ones, they've gotta be... Especially the ones that are like grown-ass adults, you know. Actually, well, which most of them are, but they gotta be faking their reactions. Surely. What the heck did I even just do there? That's kind of weird. All right. Let's just get rid of him.
Single blow. Finishing strike.
Oh, sorry, but that's my controller.
You have no more reason to live.
You have no more reason to live. You will die good for me now. You will die clean. Nice. Almost got him. Okay. No healies. Okay, that's... Right. Okay, we got some crystals out of it. That's neat. Yeah, well, you know, it's just like... Maybe that's... Maybe that's why a lot of them were playing, like, horror games 10 years ago. I mean, horror games are still... Are they still big? I don't really know. I haven't really heard much about any. But, because those you can't really fake your reaction, right, if you get jump scared. So, there's that, I suppose. What's that? Another crab. Alright, we're gonna start off with a heal.
To my side, my noble Einherjar.
Right.
We have nothing but to fight.
Right? Yeah. We're just gonna hit the heal.
Heal!
Alright.
I stake everything on this single blow.
Yeah, it's just, you know. Or maybe it is genuine and they're like, you know.
Did that do it?
I won't say easily impressed. Like, I had a friend who... I want to share that story. It's not a big deal. Like, but basically he told me, like, he teared up at something, at a story that I thought was, like, did not really hit at all for me emotionally. And I was like, well, you know, I guess it's just, like... There's just so many different people, I guess, you know? So what can you say? Not even bashing him, I just like it's just interesting that we both experienced the same thing and our reactions were so different. I do wonder what the difference is though, like what is the factor that caused him to have one reaction and me to have another? I don't really know. I was unsure about sharing that because even though it doesn't sound bad, I don't want it to be misconstrued as like talking smack about someone, because that's absolutely not my intention here. Like, oh, here's another example that makes this is like from my point of view, right? That is really funny though. I have multiple friends that don't like sci-fi. Like they're just not into it. And you know, I'm not like upset with them or anything like that. It's like whatever, that's fine. It was just that like I kept asking, well, can you like elaborate what you don't like about it? And then they just were not able to articulate what they didn't like about it. And I found that kind of strange. Like, surely it's like, come on, it can't be that like abstract and incomprehensible. What is it? Because like you just not like the angular kind of aesthetics that you know that sci-fi is often associated with. Like, you know, surely there's something concrete here. But like I don't know. Like for example, I will say I'm not the. Obviously, this is a sort of a fantasy setting we're in right now in the world of Valkyrie Profile, but in general,
I deny thee thy future.
Fantasy settings have to do a little more work than other genres to like capture my attention.
Creatures these beasts are.
And the only reason is because a lot of fantasy settings just go for like, you know, it's just Tolkien-esque, you know, it's just elves, dwarves, whatever. And it's just been so done to death that I just don't, you know, I find it hard to get interested in it. Like, I don't see the luster. What is this? Whoa. Okay, it's a pretty good attack, actually. But see, like that's an actual, like, even if you don't agree with the reasoning, like, I'm at least able to give a reason. Alright. Oh, is he not gonna... Okay, whatever. They're given enough time.
My noble Einherjar.
I can be...
It is far too dangerous.
I can be immersed into a fantasy setting. It's just, yeah. Why isn't Lawfer attacking? What the heck, dude? Oh, man. Dude.
Don't underestimate me.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
I stake everything on this single blow. Finishing.
And we still have Lysaria to cast her magic.
Just the stream. I'm not strong enough.
Oh, frozen. All right. Cast your epic magic, please.
Mystic Cross.
But yeah, that's the part that perplexed me the most. The like, just not being able to articulate why. Like, you don't have to. I don't know if that's the thing. Like, I don't know if it's like worried about offending me or something like that. Because I guess I do like sci-fi, but like it's not. How do I explain it? It's not because it's sci-fi inherently. You know what I mean? It's like it's just a lot of the stories I like also happen to be a sci-fi setting or genre. Oh, I could have attacked there. That's actually fine. Nice. Very nice. Yeah, get him.
Take everything on this single blow. Finishing strike. Justice stream.
I'm just thinking, like, there's gotta be. It's one of those things where it's like there's gotta be a missing piece to this puzzle that I haven't considered yet, you know? I just don't know what that is. What the heck? What the heck was that about?
Body and soul shall be.
This'll do just about nothing, but maybe it'll freeze him.
My next strike will not be
Okay.
so merciful.
Come at me, Krabby. Oh, he won't come at me. Okay. Wait, what? Why can't I attack him? All right.
I stake everything on this single blow.
Yeah, take him out.
Finishing strike. Justice stream. I shall cut open my own path.
Is it? Is it because you don't like aliens, maybe? I don't like aliens either. I think there's... No offense, guys, but I think aliens are never... They're hardly ever convincing to me, because they're just like... You're just kind of like making a chimera. It's just a combination of like... You know, traits of creatures on Earth. Like, I've never really seen many alien designs or ideas that are truly alien to Earth. I do like the settings where,
It shall be engraved upon
it's like
your soul.
humans are, you know, they figured out space travel or whatever, and there's just no alien life out there. I always like those settings. So I feel like I think aliens just makes it,
On your suffering.
I don't know. You're entering into like the realm of allegory where it's like, you can't, as a human, your point of reference is your life on Earth, right? So you can't just like make up a completely new 100% like alien foreign civilization that has no resemblance to Earth, right? You're just gonna end up recreating something that's already familiar. And that's not always a problem because you can make it interesting. I think Mass Effect does it well.
I stake everything on this single blow.
But you gotta admit, these are just like, you know, humans 2.0 pretty much.
How did you like that?
At least to most of the extent.
I pray that you lost
For the most part.
souls found in
Oh, sweet. Got the level up. Like for, I don't know. I'm just not convinced by aliens. That's all. Not compelled, or it doesn't. Not even that. It just doesn't capture my imagination. And the only times they really do is when the alien is more of some kind of like deity than a creature. You know, like you guys ever read the Hyperion series? I pitifully... Okay, here you can laugh at me now. I never even finished the first book, but I read a good chunk of it. But, The Strike is like a good example of that. It's like a, it's like some kind of evil entity or whatever. I kind of, you know. It's like it's more unique than just like a Star Wars glup shido, you know? Whoever came up with that. Respect. Respect. Alright, let's see. What? Okay, this is just, it's a cool, the anti-sword is cool, but like, kind of pointless on a mage. She almost never blocks stuff. Let's give her guts. And, okay. Thank you. The music here rocks. Really, nothing here? Oh, there's up there. Okay, cool. This is a fun dungeon, though.
To my side, my noble Einherjar.
We have nothing but to fight.
Mystic Crush.
Mystic Cross!
Nice. So yeah, I'm not saying you gotta agree with me or whatever, you know, it's fine. I don't, like, that's the thing, people get all up in a huff when you don't agree with them on their, like, you know, art, literature, movies, tastes.
Stream. I shall cut open my own path.
Well, actually, I should probably qualify that, because I think there are definitely opinions that are just wrong. And I think that, I don't think it's well, I say that a lot. It's not controversial. But I really don't think it's controversial to say that, like modern movies just kind of suck. They just don't have the sauce. Man, some do. Every once in a while, you'll get a movie with a good amount of sauce. But it's definitely not the, like, if you go back in time, there are definitely still bad movies like 20, 30 years ago. But the median, or not median, the average, like, mean of quality is definitely a lot higher. And I feel like it's kind of hard to deny that. Nice. I didn't even know he was low on health. Oops. Yeah, we'll pop the heal as soon as we're able. Because without Lawfer, we kind of can't win.
Take everything on this single blow.
Or maybe we can, but it would just take forever.
Justice stream. Did that do it?
I guess tell me if you're watching this. Tell me in the comments what settings do you like, dislike, why, and I'm definitely. That's the thing. Like even I believe that there's I think beauty is objective and quality is a sort of objective thing, and what there's like how do I explain it? I think art can be evaluated on objective terms, but there's wiggle room, you know. I think that's the best way to. That's my own feelings on that.
It shall be engraved.
I do think that I'm not one of those people who thinks that no bad art exists. There's definitely bad art. There's like definitely bad art. I think part of it is that the reason why sometimes people have disagreements on why some art, you know, if there's like a polarizing piece of art that's like genuinely having people split down the middle in terms of their opinions on it, I think usually that comes down to a matter of expectation and understanding the intention of the artists. And you know, I get some people want to do the whole death of the author thing, but I don't really. Okay, it missed completely. I'm kind of talking my butt right now, to be honest. Either well, you don't have to take this anything I'm saying like that seriously, but.
Heal.
Nice. We needed that. We definitely needed that. It's just it's too complicated to go into without. That's funny. Yeah, sure, Valkyrie, go in the last second.
I stake everything on this single blow. Finishing strike.
I'm trying to think of an example, an illustrative example, but it's not really coming to mind. But like, for example, a piece of art that'll get people upset, not because the art is like upsetting, but rather they're like misinterpreting it or misunderstanding it, like what the artist is trying to do. That's how I see it. Oh, here's a good example. Well, it's not a really good example. It's really hard to come up with an example that kind of like a recent example, at least, that fits that sort of criteria. I guess the main takeaway is it's a big world and there's a lot of people. It's also a small world. Oh, that looks lovely. I can't wait to deal with these guys.
My noble Einherjar.
Why am I putting my phone, not my phone, my controller down? Okay. That's really how it's gonna be. Don't get mad when I slime you. I didn't even see what these guys were called. Corsair Beetle, that's a cool name. Guess they go down quick.
You have served me well, my Einherjar.
There's also art that I would say is like... People might have to also differentiate... Or people don't seem to differentiate between art that is... How would I even word this? It's like, there's plenty of art out there that's technically good, but... conceptually bad, you know?
My noble Einherjar.
Like you think of
You shall be cleansed.
think of like the worst
Mystic Crop.
Ubisoft style open world type of game you can imagine. Like those games tend to have pretty good graphics, accurate shadows, like dense foliage.
Their souls have been released.
But it's still
reason to remain here.
And yet it looks flat because of a lack of proper art direction. And then you'll get people defending it because like, look, you have the graphics. I'm like, well, yeah, it does have all the graphics, but it has no creativity. You're just making making a one-to-one copy of reality is kind of lame. I mean, it's something that as an artist, depending on what kind of artist you are, I suppose, in medium, it's good to be able to do that, but that shouldn't be your end-all be-all, like, this is my goal. The way I see it,
Might not go so well next time.
the way I see art, or at least the goal of it, is just sort of like, it's not even, it's gonna sound deeper than it actually is. It's not that deep at all. It's just taking, like,
To my side, my noble Einherjar.
By the laws of heaven, you shall...
it's almost like pulling things out of the ether. What the heck? Okay, there we go. Pulling things, ideas out of the ether and then communicating them on a canvas. It's just a language almost. That's pretty much it, you know. And that sounds like le deep, and I'm sure you could write a philosophical, you know, diatribe on that, but it's just, yeah, I don't think it's as deep, or as some people might make it out to be. Come on, Sue, wake up, bro. Just want to check. Okay. What do you have to say? If you go south from here, you will find the cockatrice nest. Be wary, battle maiden. Ha! Nice, I finally got one.
To my side, my noble Einherjar.
By the laws of heaven, you shall be cleansed.
Mystic Cloth!
Nice. There's also a lot of art and artists who are just drawing their own, like,
Admirable skill, but still no match for me.
I call it like dishonest art, and it's because they'll draw something that has some sort of like
To my side,
how do I word it?
Einherjar.
They're drawing the desires of their id.
You shall.
You know, let's put it like that. But then they don't like, they draw it in such a way in so far that like they try to disguise it, you know, and the disguise, right, it almost never works. And I would respect you more if you were just honest about it. And you're like, dude, I'm just drawing my desires. I'm like, well, that's at least honest, and I know what you're on about. But this is like you know, there's this one game on Steam. It's like an N64 platformer, and I want to say I like to stay PG as much as I can on this channel, just because I don't like that for this channel. But I guess for now I'll make the exception. But is there nothing over here? Okay. Well, let's check out the cockatrice nest. But basically, like, there's this platform on Steam. I don't remember the name. Oh boy. And it's an N64 style Mario 64 inspired type of game. It looks alright, and then you see that the
Far too dangerous.
and then you see that the character you play as is like a thick furry OC. And it's like, oh, okay. So it's not really, this game is like, of course you want to make cool, you know, platforming mechanics on levels, but it's also a vehicle for your desires. And you're trying to pretend it's not. You're trying to pretend like, oh, this is an awesome little platforming game I made. I mean, it's both, but you know, you see what I mean? It's like a disguise for the fetish.
No match for me.
And I don't like that. It's just so bad. Hopefully that makes sense.
To my side, my noble Einherjar.
Oh, here's another
This match
good
is far too dangerous.
hot art take, but this one I believe in more so with my chest. And if you're an actual, like, the best artists the best artists don't always have mass appeal. You have to be willing to, in short, you have to be uncompromising with your vision, and you have to be willing to ruffle a couple of feathers for the sake of not compromising your artistic vision, whatever it is. Now, that to qualify that's cool that was a one shot as well. But to qualify that also,
Thankless creatures.
your artistic vision has to be good to begin with, you know? And I don't believe in this, like, everyone's good, you know? You just have to smiley face, whatever, you know, like, I don't buy that at all. It's just not true. It's never been true. Oh, shit.
To my side, my
So when I see people like Kojima being called like a hack or whatever, or Miyazaki or whatever, you name it, I always view those accusations with a bit of suspicion, because there are definitely hacks out there, but
Mystic Claw!
just sort of nice. It doesn't, you know, that doesn't.
I pray that you poor beings will one day know.
If you're gonna call someone a hack, at least substantiate it somewhat, and not with like. And usually when they do try to substantiate it, it's usually with like, oh, I don't like their taste. It's like, well, damn, dude, it's not your, you know, it's not your work, it's not your game or drawing or movie or whatever. You know, it can't be. You can't. Oh crap, that's scary. You can't and you shouldn't make something for everyone. That's just a failed. You're setting yourself up for extreme failure. All right, let's. Excuse me. And does Valkyrie still have the learning ring? Yes, she does. Okay, cool. You have to be willing to not be everyone's cup of tea, and that doesn't mean though that that it's okay to be like a jerk to people, or to be obstinate, or not, you know, not at least consider criticism that comes your way. That's another thing. People think like, oh, everyone but me has bad taste. Well, even if that's true, you should try and consider what they're saying. Especially if you're trying to have any kind of like commercial success. And then you might, more shrewd amongst you might think, oh well, that's a contradiction. You just said that you have to not compromise and not try to have mass appeal, but now you're telling me that you have to listen to what the consumer thinks, if your art is, you know, something that's up for consumption. And so that I say, it just depends on your goal with your art. There's definitely a balance you can walk, but if you're given the choice between one thing or the other, you know, between mass appeal and having your own unique flavor, your vision is should always take precedent. And you know what? Those two things,
It is far too dangerous.
they're not even necessarily in contradiction either, you know?
Mystic Claw!
Like, take Dark Souls, for example. It's kind of, when I play through the game, I'm kind of, not surprised, not amazed. Well, I'm a little surprised that it became such a mainstream, like, staple, you know? Because the game can really, especially if it's like your first game of that kind with that kind of like challenge and difficulty,
I shall cut open my own path.
it can be supremely frustrating. Are you telling, you know, like the what's it called, the Capra Demon, the one with the two dogs in that tiny little arena? You know, and the way the story is told and all that.
Soul shall be torn asunder. Ogi,
It's a game that like doesn't. It respects your intelligence.
not be so merciful.
It respects your intelligence and expects you to do the work, whether it's in regards to like story or gameplay or whatever. You know, overcoming challenges. There we go.
I stake everything on this
And yet, it's such a popular. It's now mainstream pretty much. Like Elden Ring was one of the biggest games that came out the past few years.
No more reason to live.
So, and that's all that, you know, I don't want to just say that's Miyazaki's vision, because I'm sure it was team effort and all that. But just for the sake of brevity, let's say that was Miyazaki's vision, and that he didn't compromise on, and it also had a level of mass appeal.
To my side, my noble Einherjar.
A lot of people will like an auteur's work because of the auteur, you know, like so that's what I'm saying. It's not a what would that be? It's not like a zero-sum game, or it's not like you have to choose one or the other. It's like both are achievable. It just depends too much on what you're doing, what your intentions are, and you know how people will react, I suppose.
Take everything on this single blow. Finishing strike.
I'm glad I have a full. I don't know why the
Did that do it?
the commentary bug overcame me today, which is good. A good thing. Makes these videos a little better. But that being said, we have reached the end of this episode, and I do hope it's a good one. We kind of actually had a genuine discussion here. Let's just take out this dude and we'll end the episode. Yeah, you guys are getting 1 extra minute. Or 2 extra minutes. Don't you see how much I sacrifice for you?
I stake everything on this single blow. Finishing strike.
Just a stream.
Just a stream. Are you still alive?
Think about what to put in the description for this video, and I'm thinking, warning. You might get offended. I wonder
Body and soul shall be torn asunder.
if it's just me.
Ogi, Yoso
It
Hoji.
does seem that healthy discussion
I underrated you.
underrated you. It does seem that healthy discussion has, in some small amount, returned to the internet. Like, obviously you still see like slap fights and. Dude, why isn't law for attacking?
Stake everything on this
whatever.
single blow. Finishing strike.
But now I'm seeing like stuff on social media where people actually explain, you know, their positions and entertain, you know, the other side.
Oblivion awaits thee.
Maybe I'm wrong. I could be totally wrong, but I hope that's the case. That's definitely like an optimistic thing. Anyways, with that, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.